So from here we see, Rabotai, that the pasuk that says "Me'alsaich u'me'alvaich b'mech yetzeu," your conquerors, your destroyers will come from within you, was literally HaKadosh Baruch Hu giving us clear instructions that if we do not comply with the rules of the Torah as a whole, we ourselves will become our biggest enemy. We always like to blame other people for anti-Semitism, other people for Jewish problems, but in reality, that's a misunderstanding of what anti-Semitism is. Yes, anti-Semitism is wrong, but you have to also understand who is causing the anti-Semitism. What the cause of anti-Semitism is our actions. When we go against Hashem, Hashem uses anti-Semitism as the stick in order to bring back his sheep home. Initially it's the staff. When the staff doesn't work, the stick follows. So here Rav Wasserman tells us that our desire to be like the Goyim and have that kind of a mentality is a betrayal of Hashem. As the pasuk says in Parashat Kedoshim, "V'aytem li kedoshim ki kadosh ani Adonai ve'avdel etchem min ha'amim liot li." You shall be holy for me, for I am Hashem. For I, Hashem, am holy. And I have separated you from the people to be mine. Meaning, aside from keeping the mitzvot, keep Shabbat, keep Taharat Mishpacha, keep Kashrut, keep all of these different rules, study Torah and so on, there's also another mitzvah. What is that mitzvah? Do not look or act like the rest of the nations. Do everything you possibly can to distinguish yourself from the nations. But the Maskilim Rav Wasserman says, came and said the exact reverse. We absolutely want to be like the nations. God said about this to the prophet Yechezkel in chapter 20, verse number 32. As to what enters your mind, let us be like the nations, this shall surely not be. If not through a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, then with outward wrath I will reign over you. Kadosh Baruch Hu says what? You want to be like the Goyim? That's your thought? It's not going to happen. So how come there's many people right now that are acting like Goyim, and there's always been people acting like Goyim? Because Hashem gives us opportunities to do tshuva. He doesn't punish us right away. If he punishes us right away, we would have no free choice. If every single time a guy goes to in his car on Shabbat, the car blew up, guess what? There's no more free choice. If every single time somebody stole money in his business, Hashem would have all their fingers fall off. There will be no free choice anymore. So Hashem gives us time, because Hashem has a lot of patience for us. But at the same token, Hashem says, if you think that's the way it's going to stay, that's what's in your mind, that you're going to be a new people, you're going to be like them, it's never going to happen. One way or the other, I will rule over you, he says. And the problem is that we try very, very hard to be like the Goyim. There's a famous story of a Chassid from Mea Shearim who needed to raise some money to marry off his daughters, and they told him, why don't you go to England? Go to England, raise some money over there, there's some rich people over there, go over there. So this Chassid went to England looking the way he always does. Shtreimel, and the beard, and the peyot, looking like a Jew. So, he gets there, it's clear that he's different from the Englishmen, but he's proud to be a Jew, no problem. He goes to the Jewish people, tries to raise a few dollars here and there, and then he's walking on the street one day, and all of a sudden he hears a bells. Ding, 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 ding. What's going on? Oh, everybody stops. Why? Because the queen and her carriage are coming. So everybody's got to stop. Okay, so he stops. He doesn't know what's going on. He knows that everybody else is stopping. The queen is coming. Queen of England. Stop. And he sees all of a sudden the carriage with the queen in it stops right next to him. And the door opens, and the queen looks at him. Who are you? And he barely knows how to speak English. He goes, hey, yeah, who are you? He says his name, and the assistant to the queen gives him a card, says, get in touch with the queen, come to visit her in the castle. Come visit her in the castle. Whenever you want. So the guy didn't really know what this all meant, so he went back to the Jewish people, the English Jewish people over there. He says, what does this mean? Look at what I got over here. Everybody was like, wow, you're made. You're set for life. That's it. You're set for life. First of all, the queen's going to give you whatever you want. If she invited, she give you a card to come to the castle, she'll give you whatever you want. Not only money for your daughters. Money, you can buy houses, you could. Second of all, you're going to get all the publicity in the world, where all the papers are going to follow you. So who's this special Jew? Wow, this guy this guy must do business with him. He must be a genius. He must be, I don't know, a magician or something. Why is the queen inviting him out of everybody else? You're set. So the Chassid thought to himself, like, well, it's a big meeting then. So I can't just go regular. Gotta change a little bit. It can't be, it's the queen, she's a Goyah. It can't be like, so what did he do? Let me change my jacket a little bit. So he took off the jacket, took off the stripe, took off everything, started looking at it more and more like an Englishman. And then he said, you know what, I'm still like identifiable, like she's going to recognize I'm a Jew, and it's not going to be good, because I got to be like, so you know what, he took off the peyot, trimmed the beard a little bit, groomed it a little bit. Before you know it, there's almost no beard, but he looks like an Englishman. Nice little papillon over here, what is those things, bow tie. Yeah, looks sophisticated. He comes to the castle, the guy says, who are you? He goes, oh, I have a card from the queen. Okay, come in. The queen says, he goes, yes, how can I help you? Who are you? He goes, no, your highness, don't you remember you saw me just yesterday? I saw you yesterday. He goes, yeah. I was the guy. You stopped with the carriage. She says, oh, what happened to you? What happened to you? Well, what do you mean? Your Highness, I'm here to visit you. No, but you looked very different. He goes, oh no, I wanted to dress up for the queen. He goes, I have 30 million Englishmen. I was only interested in you because you look different. You look like a Jewish person. I was interested in talking to you. No, you're just like everybody else. Get out of here. Not interested. That's what happens, Rabbi. We work really, really hard to be like the Goyim. We want to sing like them, act like them, play like them. And unfortunately, that's not our job. That's actually a sin. The more you act like a Goy, the more Kadosh Baruch Hu is unhappy with you. This does not mean that all Goyim are bad, by the way. For anyone who wants to distort my words to the extent where say, oh, yeah, you're no, there's plenty of Goyim that are fantastic people. The only ones that are bad that I mention are people that hate Jews. Those people are bad. Or people that hate Torah, which by default means they hate Jews. Or people that are atheists, which again by default means that they hate Jews, they hate Torah, they hate everything. But Goyim that love Jews, love the Torah, Baruch Hashem, these people are wonderful. I have many, many students that are like that way.